This is an interesting one from Eli. It says, hello, lads, probably Luke and Q-Tip. Honestly, do you think JR should still be commentating? Got nothing against him aside from the sexist comments from time to time. But when I hear him on his podcast or on AEW, I just sense that his heart isn't in it anymore and he actively dislikes some of the product. He always gets catty when someone says he's phoning it in, but I think even he knows his best work was a few years ago. Now he's not at his best. Should he take more of a producer type role, or should we settle for salty JR most of the time and be impressed when he's really into a match? Side note, can't wait for Quizzlemania around 5 years from now when is this wrestler a real name, when all of Retribution's names are coming up. Thank you in advance. Love you guys. That's from Eli.
That's a really interesting question. Thank you, Eli, for that. I don't think JR should be commentating. I mean, I don't think it's that hot of a take right now. He was once great, and isn't anymore. It's much in the same way that Jerry Lawler was once a fantastic heel commentator, and then he just kind of lost it. He stopped following the product, he stopped caring, and then he just kind of phoned it in and said, wow. And that was about all Jerry Lawler did. In the same way, there was a moment on this episode of AEW that I might have brought up on the main show. I don't know. We haven't recorded it yet. When what was it? Cody was making his entrance. Lights cut out. Epic video package starts playing, and the music starts chiming in, and everyone's going, "Oh, what's going on?" And JR, he just heard him Cody go, "What a night! What a great night we've got here." It's like, get into the moment, JR. At least pretend you don't know who's coming out or anything. Get into it, mate.
And AEW have got a really good roster of commentators, because you've got Tony, who's great. Tony's still really good. I think Excalibur's ace. Vader Scott was doing amazing work during the women's tournament. Taz is there. Taz is brilliant as well. You've got some really good commentators there. But oof, man, yeah, just having JR as lead, it's not working. Yeah. I'd have Excalibur as lead at this point. At least he cares.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm probably going to get absolutely bodied for this in future emails. I think, hot take, in 2020, Michael Cole is a better commentator than JR.
Oh, that is a spicy hot take.
It is. And do you know why I'm saying that? Because on every main roster show, Michael Cole isn't Michael Cole. It's Vince McMahon via Michael Cole. When Michael Cole is being himself, when he's on an NXT show, when he doesn't have Vince in his ear, he's a good commentator. And occasionally, he'll have a really good line. There's some times where I'm like, wow, that was actually pretty good from Michael Cole. There's very rare instances when I'm like, oh, that's good from JR. Very rare. It's like salty JR all the time.
And we should always remember, Michael Cole produces NXT commentary. So when you're there going oh, NXT commentary is brilliant, it's like, yeah, it's Michael Cole doing that. Michael Cole's there producing them. He's leading them down those lines. Michael Cole sucks on Raw and SmackDown because he's may as well just be a soundboard. He's just there to be boss time, big dog, get some. And just that's all he is. He is just him and Jerry are basically just soundboards at this point.
Yeah.
He is a good commentator though. He did the UK tournament, he was great on that.
Exactly. Yeah. I know people are gonna get up in arms about it, but I'm sticking to my guns. Michael Cole is better than JR in 2020, not of all time, obviously. But in 2020, he is.
I have the tables of tides, whatever.